Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to Assetto Corsa Competizione. I am Triton, doing my first commentary for this game. I actually just got it, so I'm gonna make sure we are live here. And there's gonna be some technical difficulties possibly here and there while I get to grips with everything. Right now we're in the middle of, or towards the end of practice. Um, yeah, if you are new here, welcome. This I think we had a stream earlier, but this is gonna be hopefully the first of many because we were lacking a commentator. So thankfully I am here. So at the moment we have a 31-degree track, fast grip at the moment. Weather should not be a factor. I don't even think there is rain in Assetto Corsa or and no wind. I don't think there is wind turned on, but yeah, this it's gonna be a bit laggy. I'm not getting the full frame rate. I will work on that for next stream. This is kind of just working the kinks out, and what better place to do it than the all great and classic Zandvoort. But I'm gonna recap some things here real quick while we watch Rene Bon, aka that band's drive around a bit doing some final practice. But yeah, I will recap the season here up to this moment. I believe we've only gotten one race. If you guys can tell me, whoever's watching, if the stream is good, I have the chat open here. So let's see. Hello Jensen. Thank you for watching. So let's see what we got here. I was sent the rundown here. So in Monza, the first round of the season, it was apparently, according to my source, massive carnage and lots of crashes. Rene here, or Rene Bon Vance, was supposed to win, but accidentally spun himself out in Ascari, which left the McLaren of Ruben Vanden Hudding. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher some names here, aka Light Cruiser, to win the first round in Monza. And Vance finished P2 and Push in P3 in the Aston Martin. Let's see, yes, Brands Hatch, it was a Blitzig Racing 1-2 for Timo and Milos Martika. And I think it was one of the Striker brothers was P3, it says here. And pulling off to the side there is another one of the title protagonists, Hugo Cotti. He is also very quick. He, unfortunately, did not finish the first two races, I think. And then Silverstone, Push was able to win from Timo, and Hugos was fourth and Melos was third. So in Paul Ricard, it was a pole to Push, but Vance was leading from Timo, Hugos, and Vance were fighting it out as we're about to start qualifying here. So in a little bit, as some of the cars are starting to spin around there in the pit lane, shoutouts to Roman Grosjean. So in Paul Ricard, it was okay. We have the green here, so qualifying is going to be underway here, as we already see some cars pulling out. Let's see here. Yes, Push and Hugos crashed in Paul Ricard. So it was let's see. It was Novak from. Oh, this is Misano. Sorry. It was Timo to win. And Hugos advanced P2 and 3, I think. And Push was unfortunately disconnected. Let's see what we have here. And then the last round in Misano, Milos was on pole and had to fight with Push's teammate the whole round, who eventually did prevail and win. So he is last week's winner, Tim Novak. So we will be keeping an eye on him to see if he does any good again this week. And it was Kursk P2, Hugos P3, and Vance P4, and Timo P5. So these are all the names to be watching out for. There is a handful because the competition is very strong here. We do know that almost everyone here has potential. Pretty much everyone here, from what I understand. I've been keeping a close eye out on things, so we're gonna keep an eye out on I'm gonna shout out my my good friend, Mr. Nico Veldman here, who's at his home Grand Prix. A handful. Ooh, okay. This is an outlap, and we have some fighting for position here. I don't know what happened there. I think yeah, Veldman's gonna let Bush go there. So I'm gonna do my best here. I don't have intervals at the moment or anything. I don't know how to do that. I'm not certain you can have them. I'm gonna be keeping. I'm gonna be learning this as I go. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna try and read the chat here for a minute as well. That is one nice looking pit lane slash. I agree. So Haggard here running a special one-off livery, I believe, for his home Grand Prix, which is really nice to see. I'm all for home pride as he and everyone else are starting their flying lap, so we'll keep an eye out on him. I'm gonna try riding on board here. So here we go, turn one. Tight, very weird banking. I am not too familiar with Zandvoort, so we're gonna try and see how we go. I don't know the corner names here. Turn two at the curb there, I believe you brake, and at the curbs ending there again, turn in, more banking here. That is the characteristic of Zandvoort. It is a narrow corner, very tight, twisty track. It flows very well from what I understand. Nice flat through here, and we're going to be coming up to another curve here on the brakes before that groove there. Another banking here. I believe it's widened out in real life now for the F1 season, but we are in GTs, of course. One of the quickest corners on the track there, just a little kink there, another hard zone here, double almost apex corner there, late apex you're going to be wanting to take as a slider on the rear end there as we approach the other groove on the left there. We're going to turn in and try and get on the power. Push is going to give some space here. I think he has invalidated his lap. As we come up to another nice left-right chicane-ish kind of complex here. And we're almost towards the end of the lap, I believe, as we come up to one of the final bankings here, the penultimate corner, which is a tight turn in and is going to open out nicely here, and is almost, I believe it is flat in a GT car even, but it's going to be a bit of a risk. There's a slight lift for Haggard to make sure it's safe, but I meet Veldman by name there as he crosses the line. Let's see if it gives us times here. He's P3 at the moment, so Timo and Milos make it a 1-2 for the team. So I apologize for the lag. Oh dear. We have a problem here. We do have a problem here, I think. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is it? Okay, no, we should be good, but I'm gonna make sure, yeah, something is odd, I think, at the moment. Okay, now we're good. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm not certain why. As I said, I'm working on some kinks here. I'm gonna try and hopefully have next stream be better. This is kind of like a test one, but yeah, I'm keeping a close eye out on the chat to make sure everything is running as smooth as I can get it, of course. But yeah, according to Jensen, this track drives like a roller coaster, so that's a good segue to know. I mean, here's Timo crossing the line here. Does anyone know if I can get what you call them, intervals? I can get the timings down there, so yeah, I can see. So pole right now is a 36.0 from Timo. I think I can. I think I know how. So yeah, there we go. Here's the sectors right now. So Timo is purple through the first and third sector. Through the third sector, it is Push there, who is P2, split the two Blitzig Aston Martins in his own Aston Martin. I believe it's 007 is the name, as Hugo puts it, P2 now, so drops Melos down to P2. Okay, yeah, it's back. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Like I said, oh, Timo off the road, and that's going to be into the wall. Yeah, so that's that lap over. So unfortunate for our championship leader, Timo Brown, who I will have the championship standings at the end of this when we do interviews at the end. So yeah, Timo is going to be pitting there. I'm going to try and get an eye on somebody else here. So here's what we have at the moment. So yeah, just under a tenth, the gap between Timo and Hugo right now. Push is going to be 2/10 behind pole position at the moment, but he is a good contender for it, and we know how quick he has been. Clara and Rene have not put in laps yet, so I'm going to be keeping a close eye on Rene as well. He is another championship protagonist that we have. So let's get back on this. It'll be easier when the race starts because I will be able to cycle back and forth. Right now I kind of have to go randomly, I think, so. Oh, we have a car off there. That is Mills in the Porsche. I believe that's Bance's teammate there, so I believe they're the only Porsches, in fact. So we have a few cars in the pits. We'll keep an eye out on Light Cruiser here. Check, try and mess around with some of these onboards. Approach. This is also his home race too, so he's going to be wanting to impress as well. I know he is another fellow Dutch driver. So, was I downloading something? Jensen, we speak after, my friend, we speak after, but no, not really. Anyways, I probably was. I'm going to make sure my nothing is going on back here. Steam. Okay, we're good. So at the moment, tell me if you guys like this camera angle. I'm not too certain because it doesn't really show you much here. So I can try. Yeah, this one not even either. So go back to the off-board one here. See on board here. I gotta say, I really like the team liveries that some of these guys are running. And it seems Timo can gain 2 more tenths as Shaw. Sahil Shaw puts it pole position at the moment. See what his time was. It was a 35.9, so Timo has a 1/10 and a half if he wants to gain that. And according to Jensen, Timo has 4 tenths in the second sector, which yeah, looking at that, that is he is 4 tenths off of Hugo's personal best, which is the fastest time there, and is in the 33s. Everyone else seems to be getting into the 32s, so seems that there might have been an error there as Light Cruiser puts it. Oh, let's see where he put it. Put the P8 at the moment. So the Striker twins are P6, P7 right now. I believe Smelt is supposed to be Smelt, and Kessel is Bascodino from the F1 streams. If you guys have been watching SLR or I believe the late VRL streams, as Rene finally puts in a lap. He is P6 now, so he jumps ahead of both of the Mercedes. So right now it seems to be I can't really guess who is going to be on pole position. Milos now is oh, sorry about that. Okay. Milos is P2 now. He sets the fastest second sector time there, so he's half a second up on Timo, who is like I said, the championship leader, who has apparently got a lot of time to gain, and there is not much of a gap between them. So if Timo can hook that second sector up, he is sure and truly set for that. So, oh, Light Cruiser off the road there, so unfortunate. Let's keep an eye out on who we're gonna choose. We'll choose I believe this is I don't know what his first name is, but one of the other Striker twins. I know a Christian Striker who is known as Kimi in the Discord, after Kimi Räikkönen, is the other of them, but this the other Striker brother is Drunken in the Discord. So right now we got 11 viewers, so welcome everyone. I apologize for the stream quality and everything. I'm working out things, I know. So sector 2 is a very strong, is a very technical sector. According to Jensen, it is a strong, you kind of got to go flat out in there, risk it all, because I mean, this track does seem very interesting. I look forward to seeing it in an F1 car, which is my main, what I usually am used to as a... Okay, he goes off the road there completely. I don't know if his pedals failed or something there, but yeah, it seems he's gonna back out of that one. Let's see. We got the Bentley of Jasper Smelt here. I just realized I can see the names if I look at the bottom there, so we will keep an eye out on that. So we'll see. We'll go on board with him here. Tell me if you guys. No, this is more of a. It's more of a sim setup kind of angle here. It's better to be with the first-person point of view here. The steering wheel is a bit laggy. I apologize. I think that's just the. It's just the feedback. This track is not as laggy as the steering wheel, but we're gonna see him come through these sectors here. He's approaching some traffic, so hopefully that doesn't back him up. Rene is running one-legged with the nerfed Porsche. Unfortunate. It's all about the OP Porsche, but we all know the Aston Martin is OP. So at the moment up front, Sohail Shah is unmatched for pole position. As I believe somebody, yeah, I think he's still up there. Smeltino's gonna finish his lap here. See what he can do. He puts it, or he's starting his lap, is he? Yeah, I think he's starting. So keep an eye out on this. I'm gonna take a quick look at the timetables here. See what we got. So still only 200s in it, and this is a very close fight for pole position at the moment. Timo did end up hooking up that first sector, or that second sector there. He's but he's still behind Melos's time, or his teammate. So you're gonna see, for those of you who are unaware, we're gonna see similar cars. There's multiple Aston Martins, there's multiple Mercedes AMG GT3s, multiple McLarens, I believe. Only one team Porsches, I think, at the moment. But there are different constructors teams. Some different, just funny team names that the drivers decided to make. So, like, I believe, I can pull up I should pull up the list now here. Quality should be good. Thank you for that. So, seems as Mr. Jasper Smelt here is on a very good lap here, hooking up the Zandvoort circuit in the Bentley. I believe he is also, he's Dutch as well, I'm not certain. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but, oh, he's almost onto the gravel there, but absolutely ringing it out here in the circuit Zandvoort. So this is, let's see what this time is going to be, if he's going to jump any positions. He does to P8, so good luck from him. So try and find somebody else to run on board with. This is Jos Mersman. I'm sorry, again, I am not very good with the names here. So, and I'm also not familiar with everyone's Discord user, so forgive me. Tech One Racing, I believe is. I don't think that. Yeah, is that the? Yeah, that is the actual names. Yeah, you can actually see them. I just realized them. So that is Tech One Racing for the Tech One constructors. Yes, in the Lexus. So very interesting. I'm actually really excited. This is the end of qualifying, I just realized, so we're going to keep an eye out on the front here. So we'll watch, try and watch some of these top guys here, give them some time here. Hugo is in the pit, so his qualifying is over. Let's keep an eye out on Sohail Shah, as he has been looking very fast throughout here. Not really, oh, but that might be a fatal mistake as he goes onto the curbing there. But yeah, I think he's still going for it here. Spinky Toad is the name of the team, so I believe his teammate is Cholmondelli. Oh, Cholmondelli, yeah. So let's see how they do here. Let's see if he can make this work. He is flying right now. Milos puts it pole position. Rene is pulled off the track, as so is one of the strikers there. Of I think that is yeah, I think that's, I don't know which one that was. Oh, and he's onto the grass here. That is that lap time is over. So he is not going to be taking pole. So, and Curse and Hugo and everyone is into the pit. So that is the grid, I think. Unless Mr. Veldman here can pull off something. I'm going to try and find him. Again, it doesn't let me go straight to the cars, unfortunately. And is that it? Yeah, that is it. So Let's see. So fantastic job to Milos. Pole position on the front row with him is Sohail Shah, Timo, and Hugo in the back of that. Rene and Push P5, P6. Christian Striker, aka Kimi P7, Smeltino P8. Um, his brother is I have the chat open here. How do I hide that? I don't know how. I will.
Hello there, Mister.
There is a Pixel to join me for commentary. Hello. I'll give some names here, or some. So I guess take advantage of that. So yeah, we have a co-commentator now. Perfect. So should be able to follow the action closer. I need to get a bird's eye view here on things, or get the proper camera. I can't close the chat. Yeah, I cannot. Okay, so I remember I might have to close that in the future. So if there anything pops up there, I apologize. I know I don't want to I want to appease the EGL gods for that one. So let's see what we got here. I believe, by the way, the scoring is it is MotoGP scoring. So we're gonna have a we will have a different what you call it, different point scoring system here. It is, I think, a bit laggy on the stream now. I apologize. I'm gonna make sure it's okay. We're good now, I think. Yeah, I'm not too certain. So make sure we can set things out. If you guys haven't already, by the way, be sure to give a follow or subscribe to the EGL channel. Be sure to like the stream and support the channel, yes, so we can bring more epic races like this to you guys. So we have 45 minutes of Zandvoort coming up here. The stream is quite laggy, I apologize. No heroics into turn 1, yes, I agree. So here we go now for the rolling start. So let's get a good view for the pole man here, Milos Martika, as he is driving away here, leading the field. Okay, here we go. For the Blitzsieg racing team in the OP Aston Martin. So let's get this on the road here. I really hope this isn't just me. I'm not too certain what's happening here. I'm gonna make sure that things are not too awful here. So here we go now. I think we're gonna be starting here. And we have a green. Here we go now. Milos gets the jump here. He covers off Sohail Shah for the run towards turn 1. We have 3 wide there. We have we have Timo, Hugo, and Rene all making contact there a bit, but they seem to have gotten away with this. Smeltino jumps up the field a bit here, gets ahead of Push, and up front Milos gets away. So Timo is in P3. So looking good for Blitzsieg and the constructors here. Hugo and Rene are fighting it out wheel to wheel here. He might have to concede, but he's still holding it on the inside there, and is so far getting away with it. In the back there might be some contact there. I'm not too certain. I didn't see much happening, but all so far so good. As we approach the run here, I'm gonna keep an eye out on the back here, but I will unfortunately be having to like cycle through everything a bit weirdly. So let's see what Milos can do here as he tries to open that gap out nicely from Sohail Shah in the AMG Mercedes. Timo is now on trying to catch up to the back, but Rene is going to be right behind, as is Hugo, who are all in the championship position, or fighting positions, as is Push as well. Ciamballetti gets past Smeltino there for P7, and the Striker twins as well are trying to get back. What's happened there? Smeltino has made a mistake, actually, I think. Yeah, he has fallen back off down the grid and is out of it, seems to be. So in the back, Nico Feldman made up a little bit of ground up to P10. So I'm gonna try and quickly take a look at the stream to make sure nothing is going wrong here as we approach the end of the first lap. This is timed, so not a definitive lap count here. It all depends on the leader. So there is a ton of stream delay here. I'm sorry about that. Oh dear, yeah, apparently the, yeah, this is not working out too well, so what I might do is, might try and figure something out here. So let's see. Might have been the voice call there causing that. I apologize on behalf of, okay, yeah, now it seems to be a little bit better. I think Discord was slightly killing my internet, sorry. So, and that's really not helping, but I'm going to try and keep an eye out on things here for the time being. I apologize again for the stream. So hopefully next week it will be better. Right now, Rene has gotten ahead of Hugo. He is, and wait, what happened to? Yes, Sahil Shah has made an error somewhere there. So I apologize. I missed that completely. So he's gone all the way back. He's out of this race actually. Yeah, he is out. So truly unfortunate there. Sorry I missed that. But now we have a 1-2 for the Blitzsieg racing team. And underpowered racing driver in the Porsche that Vance Rene Bon is on the back of him, or on the back of both of them, hoping to spoil the party here for them. And Mr. Hugo Cotti as well is trying to catch up as well, but he is keeping clear of Mr. Veldman here, who's behind, and the strikers, and Mr. Ciambalelli, or Ciambandelli, sorry, Ciambandelli. Cannot speak. So, keeping an eye out again. I'm gonna try and watch some of these back battles, or battles in the back. So let's see. It seems as though things are kind of like things are starting to calm down a bit here. We're gonna start seeing some fighting in a bit, I think. While I work on, I'm gonna try and keep working on the stream quality. I apologize again. So let's see. So far, this frame rate's also not too good. I apologize for that. What's happening in the back here? There's a gap opening between the top 5 and the rest of the top 10. Bremen in the Lexus is starting to get, as we have the brothers fighting it out here. Mr. Ostriker is having a look at his brother Christian here, but there's nothing happening here. I don't know if there's any team orders from within going on there, but hopefully they don't end up doing anything drastic and taking each other out, because Mr. Veldman is there to pick up the pieces as well. So let's see. Nothing. That's kind of calmed down at the minute. We'll go back and watch some of these guys here. Let's keep an eye out on my dear friend and fellow co-commentator, Mr. Tipsy Bob, who is approaching the back of the Ferrari of Marius Taurus in the OP Ferrari, which is a very nice livery. So we'll see if Tipsy can make up some ground here. Slowly but surely catching up. Clara and Ruben van den Houding are also behind, aka Light Cruiser. Front here, we do have a fight here. I think the two Mercedes going for it together, but nothing at the moment. So Push, meanwhile, Hugo is falling off the back of this train a bit. Push is, dare I say, pushing him to the limit, and I just lost my. I think I just lost my credibility as a commentator for that one. I apologize. So. Anyways, let's see if Push can start making some grounds on this. Keep an eye out might have messed up some settings with the bit rate. So okay. So I in my haste I missed like one of the most important things in the race. So I'm gonna wait. Where are they? I'm gonna go back to the thing here. Okay, they're still in this. Okay. So yeah. So he'll show. Unfortunately, from the front row to the back of the grid now. Really unfortunate. I didn't see what happened, but up front, Melos seems to be holding his own, but Rene is slowly catching up. So let's see what the helicopter has to say about this. Capturing the interesting action here. Go back out of it for a minute there because Joe Mandelli is keeping these guys honest, so he can pick up the scraps should anything happen to Hugo or Push, or even any of the top 5 for that matter. But behind him, there's a 3-man train here as well between Feldman and the strikers. So if they keep pushing, this could be an interesting fight towards the end here. So Haggard will ride on board with him for a bit, keeping a close eye on things. Which one is that one? See this camera angle here, you can see a little bit. So watch as he manages his way through the Zandvoort sector as he which striker? Oh, striker goes a bit wide there, but I'll call him drunken crankshaft or so. But nothing in it there for Haggard at the moment. So the other striker brother Christian is trying to catch up to Chomandeli. I think. So back here. Let's see what's happening here. Push. Meanwhile, putting immense pressure as somebody spun around, and that is I think who was that? I think that is Milos. No, not Milos. That is a Aston Martin spun, and that's Vance who's gone off as well. So disaster there. Right when I decide to go on board with somebody, all hell breaks loose. So Push trying to get that back. Vance is off and out of it. Unfortunate. So that is a catastrophic mistake, and like I said, Cholmondelli would pick up the scraps should something happen, so that is really unfortunate for Push. I don't know if there was a fight up front there between any of them, but Timo seems to have lost a bit of ground on Hugo, so I don't know if they made contact or if he has any damage. So truly unfortunate. So Cholmondelli now is up to P4 after his teammate has been struggling, and the strikers are up here now. Veldman is trying to fight back at Drunken Crankshaft here, but nothing happening at the moment. So where did Vance come to? I think he's out. Yeah, I think he just disconnected. He's out of the race. So really unfortunate what happened there. I really don't know what happened, unfortunately. I caught a glimpse at the end, and I just saw somebody around and then Push going into the back because in my haste I'm learning the controls for the user interface. Unfortunately, as defending on the inside is a striker there. So Slash says Hugo might have been overdriving the car, which may have been the case indeed. We know how much Hugo is an advocate of not overdriving the car. So when something goes wrong, you know what it was overdriving. But this is pretty much released the Blitzsieg boys into a very open 1-2 at the moment. So it seems as though Milos is comfortably controlling this race. So let's see if he can keep it consistent. Last week he unfortunately was unable to hold the challenge of Tim Novak back from behind. So I don't believe Novak is here this week, unfortunately. I just realized. So he is not up here fighting, unfortunately. So see now, Hugo is making grounds, but not really. He's actually falling back a bit. He might have killed his tires, according to the chat. So Trollmandelli, the strikers, and Veldman might actually be on his back soon. So now I'm going to take the opportunity to go to the back of the grid here, see what's happening. So Taurus, Tipsy, and Push are all fighting. So Tipsy has gotten ahead of Taurus. Clara is holding up a bit of a train behind her. So she'll be under some pressure, but is holding on very well at the moment. So yeah, unfortunately the stream delay is pretty bad. I apologize. Let's see. Yeah, I don't understand why it's so laggy. I check the background things here. So we'll ride on board with Taurus while I sort this out. But at the moment, yeah, Push, unfortunately, he does have pace. He can, if he didn't get too much damage or anything, then should be okay and should still be able to fight this. So we'll see what happens here. Meanwhile, on the back here, Veldman in the slipstream of Drunken Crankshaft on the inside. Veldman gonna have to send it on the brakes, but doesn't do anything there. But he might actually have a look around the outside of turn 1. This is what Zandvoort wants, or this is what we want to see in Zandvoort, but nothing doing it there. Holding his ground is Drunken Crankshaft. Very good defense, very good driving from both of them at the moment. So this is allowing Kimi and Trollmandelli to get away slightly. So we'll just take a look here just as I sort through some things. Hopefully fix the stream out. So there we go. We should be good for a little bit now. Might not help, I'm not certain, but yeah, Hugo is starting to lose a lot of ground here. He is well behind, but now Timo starting to catch up to his teammate here, who is slowly but surely being gained on here. So we'll keep an eye on this back cam here, see as Hugo catches up, as Crucifer, I think, just got overtaken by Light Cruise. I'm not so certain what happened there, or somebody was overtaking there. So there are no team orders as far as I'm aware. But we'll see what Timo can do. We know these two have been absolutely rapid all season. So hopefully nothing happens to these two. We've already seen Vance go out, and Hugo will be there to pick up the scraps. As we have two fights here in the front, Trollmandelli and Veldman all fighting it out from within each other from 5th to 7th. See where Bremen is. He's got a fight on his own hands with Bascodinho or Bas Kessel. So see what they are able to do. I know these two. I believe these two are friends in real life or through the leagues. Hedis Davy, I believe, being Mr. Bremen, Davy Bremen. As we've lost another car there. I didn't see who that was. I believe that's Clara, unfortunately out of the race. Is it? Yeah, it is. Really unfortunate. So at the moment, Tipsy in the Beasts of Green Hell Aston Martin, which is a, for those who don't know, a reference, I believe, to the Nordschleife, which is one of the great tracks in motorsport, which is also one of the, probably the most difficult track in motorsport. Besides, I don't know, actually, it might be the most difficult track because of its sheer length and the amount of time you need to do a lap there. It'd be 5 minutes in a car like this. So he is trying to make gains on these guys here. So let's see what's happening up front. So Striker in the slipstream of Trollmandelli. He might have a look on the other Mercedes team driver here, but has nothing in it. As well, Drunken Crankshaft holds off Veldman there. So these two, the two Blitzkrieg Aston Martins are neck and neck right now. Timo driving at Hugo's pace, Melissa's pace almost. This might not be too great, as we see here. This is Pedro Costa in a very, very damaged McLaren, so he has been well off the road several times here, unfortunately. So unfortunate for him. Hugo's still making rounds here. Timo and Melos trying to pull away, but Timo does seem very quick at the moment. I know he said he may or may not be a champion, a fighting contender for this race. I would say he is very much a contender, but we will see. I think he is driving very well at the moment. Melos as well, as is Hugo, kind of keeping his front bumper clean, trying to catch up. Hopefully, for his sake, if there is any accidents, let's see if he can take advantage of these two squabbling Aston Martins, and if he can hold off Tom Mandelli, who he seems to be holding off fairly comfortably at the moment. He seems to have gotten a move on it. So now let's talk. I guess we'll talk about Zandvoort for a minute here. There is while I may have talked to Greg about it, saying how it's really nice, the bankings, and how it flows very nicely, the fatal flaw is that you're not going to be able to pass here very easily, as proving here, or as it's being proven. There has not really been much passing. Is back into the pits, unfortunately. So Veldman now trying to have a look at the striker of, or at the Mercedes of Drunken Crankshaft, but nothing having it there again. It being Zandvoort, very difficult to pass. So we'll see what's the damage is here so far. I think that Kimi is not going to be, he's not really making too much grounds on Sean Mandelli anymore. He actually fell back a bit, so he might have made an error somewhere. As Timo is still riding on the back of his teammate here, so Melos might be under pressure a bit here. We'll see. So I will take the opportunity to get a quick look at the chat. If you're wondering the numbers, by the way, on the side, I believe that is the ping of each driver. So let's see. So far, I am struggling a bit with my chat. It's not loading for me. I'm on data, and it's not loading so great. 5G connection I have in these troubled times. Okay, there we go. It is still stuttering. I apologize. I know it's unfortunate. I'm gonna try and have it fixed for next race. We have 25 minutes of this race. Timo is having a look at his teammate here, but nothing in it yet at the moment. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Oh, that's the wrong. Let's go back to the onboard camera here. Let's take a look here. Veldman. Oy, what was that? Mandelli is starting to get caught up again here, but Veldman has also been absolutely harassing Drunken Crankshaft here for that P6 in his home Grand Prix, wanting a good result here for the Dutch fans that are virtually watching and for his fans at home, who I'm very certain he has. And let's see what he is able to do from this. So meanwhile, they're approaching, I believe, yeah, they're approaching the penultimate corner here, so he's got to maximize his run here. Let's see if Timo has a run. I don't think he does at this moment, unfortunately. So let's see if Haggard has a run here, which I am not. He might or might not. He might have a look, but I don't think he's going to be doing anything. So Kessel and Bremen have been driving very consistently. Tipsy as well is catching up here in the points push. Unfortunately, after that is fallen behind and probably has some damage to attend to as well. So kind of a dull one, I know, but it is Zandvoort. Anything can happen still. We still have 23 minutes of racing to go, and I mean, I know the stream is really poor, but I do apologize. I will hopefully have it fixed for next round. find up front. Still a 4-man train here. We only have 18 runners left. So, let's see, Velvin trying his best to catch the back of this and just find a way in. It's just really difficult. You can tell on Zandvoort to find a good overtaking spot. The start-finish straight is your best bet, of course, and there is a back straight like right here.
Halfway through, keep it up.
Okay, we are halfway through the race. He is being told by his radio because we get the insight or the insider knowledge. So let's see what's happening in the front here. Hugo still not catching up to these guys. Kirst is starting, or yeah, Melos is starting to pull away a bit. So this might be working out for him a little bit more. So Timo might be excuse me, might be a little bit more cautious now. Might be wanting to just drag it home. Watch out for Hugo, who's going to be trying to push towards the end. I think he might just be conserving and then going flat out, because sometimes you have to prioritize the endurance factor into this. It is 45 minutes. You have a lot of time to just kind of hang in and then go for it. Kind of similar to like DRS train in the Codemasters games. You kind of just hang in towards the end, hang around towards the end, and then all of a sudden you just go for it and try and make your gap and avoid getting overtaken, because at some point it's just impossible to overtake with a DRS train. This is different in the sense that it's just like the track is so narrow. It's kind of like I don't know, like maybe Suzuka in a sense, where it's just really difficult to pass on some parts of the track, and there's not really many spots to do so. So meanwhile, yeah, Timo is actually coming back at him, so see what's happening up front for the time being. Making some ground, we're right on board with him as he tries to get as good of an exit as he can onto the penultimate round, and the final corner here, which is supposed to be able to be taken flat. Let's see, he does take it pretty much flat there. No, it's a little bit wide. Not really a powerful slipstream. Keep in mind with these cars, it's not like an F1 car where it's so sleek and down to the floor. So a lot less aerodynamics, more mechanical grip in these GT cars. So let's see as he makes his way, threading the second sector here of Zandvoort. I believe this is the second sector, or it might be starting now. So let's see as he is keeping very good. We'll keep an eye on his lines that he takes here and see what he does. So Melo seems to be dictating the pace at the moment, though. Hugo pulling away from Tomendelli. Haggard did get okay, I missed the one I turn away and I miss a pass. So yeah, Striker has made a mistake somewhere, and I apologize, I missed that. And now is getting caught up here, so I keep missing it. I'm sorry. I'm still getting back into this. So let's see now. Hopefully I don't miss a pass or anything for the lead here. I did catch one of the most pivotal moments in the race, at least somewhat, so I'm proud of that. So let's see. Make sure the stream quality is a little bit better. It should be decent. No, it's still a little bit stuttery. I apologize again. So let's see what we have lined up here. If Melos can get the move done here. It's a 36.8. That's his PB, I think. There on that lap. Oh no, it's not. It's a second down. Sorry. So the lap times are starting to fall here a bit. Or starting to jump a bit, I should say. They're getting bigger and bigger. So Hugo is starting to push now. We'll see what Hugo's times are. His last time 37.3. So he actually was slower that time. But that gap is starting to come down a bit, so. And there's a huge gap between them and P4, 5, and 6 right now, but there's a 3-man fight here, which we're not going to want to miss. So, unfortunately, I got to keep an eye out on several things here. Hopefully, I don't miss any of it. There is no mandatory pit stop either, so you only have to pit if you want to. So, there's all to play for here. There's going to be yeah, 1st through 3rd, and then 4th through 6th fighting it out here, and then 7th, 8th, 8th, 9th, and yeah, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So all 4 cars. We have 3 bunches up here. So we're gonna try and keep an eye out on things. Milos is starting to fall back here, clouds that curb a bit with his rear tire, and Timo needs to maximize his exit should he want a good run onto the back straight here. Hugo is, or onto the start finisher. I mean, Hugo is starting to gain. This might be a good run, a good enough run for Timo here in the slipstream. Let's take a look on board here. He is fairly close, but he seems to be quick enough in the straight line. Interesting. So I'm not too certain. Oh, as we got, okay, here comes Veldman here in the slipstream of Tomendelli even, because he's half defending this striker, so might leave himself vulnerable here, but he does hold on, so Tomendelli gets a little bit of breathing space, so he won't have to worry about being overtaken for a tiny bit, but these guys are still catching up. So right now in the back as well, Drunken Crankshaft holding on, keeping away from Bremen and Tipsy. Van den Hudding is catching up, so Light Cruiser, I mean, is still there in the back. In the back we have a few of the guys who I have not been giving too much attention to, unfortunately, but they're kind of running on their own, unfortunate. Mr. Mackinen, yes, here in the back, 15th. I believe that is the final point scoring position. So that's why these guys are holding it out, so. Oh, Push makes another mistake and is going to get caught up here by Torres. Yeah, that is a unfortunate error. As oh, I caught that right at the end. Tipsy rear-ending Bremen there. So he's going to let him go, but that's going to cost them both. Light Cruiser is going to come through on the inside of both of them, and yeah, Tipsy was trying to be a gentleman there to let as in a way of apologizing. But yeah, that might have been unfortunate. As there goes Veldman past Striker as well. So things are starting to kick off here in the final 15 minutes. Chalmandelli has some breathing space, but Kimi is going to be wanting to catch up to the back of them again. So Kessel has some breathing space. The top 3 are still fighting. This is anyone's win at the moment, I think. So hopefully the replay isn't laggy like this. I think it's probably best if we watch the replay. I apologize to everyone. I know. Oh no! Milos makes a mistake. Oh, did he? What? Wait, what? What was that? Oh, but he gets passed by Timo. But yeah, okay, he's gonna try and fight that back. But so Timo is now in the lead. So it's still a 1-2. But he has made a mistake. He has gotten past now. So this is really unfortunate now. Hacker trying to catch up to Chalmandelli for the P4. So this is, he's showing fantastic pace at the moment. This is all kicking off now, so I really apologize if the stream is still not working, as Hugo goes a little bit wide there. Might have snatched a break there. I believe ABS is on with these cars, but you can still outbrake yourself as somebody is out of this race. I believe that is, who is that? I think that was, I didn't see. Is that Light Cruiser? Light Cruiser's out of the race. I don't know what happened to him. I think he made a mistake somewhere. So, let's see. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't see entirely what happened there. So Bremen and Tipsy get away with that scuffle there, unfortunately, for Light Cruiser. As Chalmandelli is still holding on to P4, but Haggard looks very quick. Feldman looks very quick at the moment. And yeah, Milos is starting to fall back, so yeah, Timo seems to be in with it, so that might have been a catastrophic mistake from Milos there, throwing away the win potentially, and I know he's not going to be happy, and he's under threat from Hugo right now, who is absolutely gunning it at the moment. But this is what we wanted to see, some close racing, some good action. We're seeing it now towards the end, the latter part of this race. But yeah, right now Hugo is all over the back of him. Is he going to have a lunge here? No, he's not. He's going to think better of it very well. I know Hugo is a very calm, collected, and cool racer, especially in any game I've seen him play. I mean, he is very gifted at simulation racing. So, a very strong F1 racer right now in 2SRL and SLR, fighting for wins as of recently. iRacing was very powerful in the LMP1 endurance races and the GT endurance races, pretty much anything I saw him do. And here in Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Competizione, doing very well. So make sure we're still at least live. I know it's a bit laggy, but out on the back here again. See what's happening here. Vasco Dino is pretty much gone, so that's a very good job from him so far. He's driving that Bentley very well, so just done what he needs to do. Keep his nose clean, keep out of trouble. As right now Tipsy is having another look at Bremen here. Hopefully round 2 this time, maybe it'll be clean, but nothing in it yet. So back up to the front here, nothing happening, but nothing happening there. So we'll see if Tipsy can get the move done. All in his mirrors right now, Bremen. All he can see is Tipsy. Let's see if Tipsy has a look on the inside. He does. Thinks about it. He goes around the outside here, but there's no grip there, unfortunately. So that is Bremen keeping the position. Still all over the back of him. And Cholmondeley is now under immense pressure here from Veldman as well. 11 minutes to go here, so I think that's about probably 9 or 10 laps. So Christian Stryker all over the back of him as well. So this is all to play for here. So meanwhile, Timo seems to be running away with this. This might be it for Melos's victory hopes. His championship's hopes are very much alive. My apologies. So Cholmondeley now is gonna have to get the best run he can on the exit here, but I think that should be no problem. He's got a big enough gap. I don't think the straight lines. I don't know how good the straight line speed is of that Mercedes, but Bagger does seem to get a good run though. Let's see. He is. Oh, this might be a very good run. He is closing on him slowly but surely. He has a. Yeah, no, this might not be it. It is not enough at this point, unfortunately for him. But he does seem to have some pretty good straight line speed here. So right now Hugo is harassing that Aston Martin right now. Sorry about that. I didn't mean for that to sound anything, but harassing Melos right now for that P2, not wanting to give the Blitzkrieg boys a 1-2 victory. So we will see how this all pans out. But Hugo seems very rapid right now. Keep an eye on board with him, see how he approaches this end of the race, as he has a look on the outside there. Not the best place to do it. Look at this. He is absolutely bossing him around these corners as he tries to look around the outside here. And is he going to be able to get this move done? He has the inside line now into the chicane, and he does get the move done. So Hugo up into P2 at the moment. Cholmondeley and is still under pressure there in the back. Let's see if Kirst can get a good run on the back on the start finish straight here. So keep an eye out here. He is not within. Oh, sorry, I am stupid. Keep the steering wheel cam, I guess. Make sure nothing else goes wrong here. Let's see. So right now we might have a fight here. Veldman has a look up the inside of Cholmondeley, but is not going to be able to do the move there. So keep an eye out here. Hugo might have been released now into a very nifty P2, which might give him. This gives him 8 minutes to get this race win, and that is plenty of time to do so if he has the pace. So unfortunate for Milos. He was very fast in qualifying, fast in the race, made that little mistake, and now this might have cost him, because Hugo looks to be very quick as he, as well as a little bit deep there. I don't know if that, I think that might be the line there. For all I know, I might be just ignorant. But here, he is trying his best to catch back up to the back of him, but now Hugo is starting to catch up as he goes a little bit deep there, but keeps on track. So let's see if this is up to him, if he can do this. He is approaching the penultimate corner here, or the final corner here. Gotta absolutely send it if he wants. So but nothing in it yet. He is falling well too far back. So Timo is gonna have to hold on here for the next 7 minutes. Has a keep an eye out here. Run on the back here for P4. Veldman also has a very strong run here, but the straight line speed might not be good enough. I'm not too sure. Yeah, really not, sadly for him. Oh, but he is all over the back of Tomendelli there. So Veldman trying his best, but nothing in it so far. So I think we'll keep the helmet cam on for a bit. Might be a little bit more realistic. I think that's how they used to do it back in the day, and they had some races where they did that in 2012 F1, I think. So we're approaching back markers here, or a back marker. So Costa is going to have to move out of the way here and not hold up these guys. He is not moving at the moment, though. Let's see. Hopefully the flashlights are working. I think he's not really doing anything. He's not really moving. I don't know if he's paying attention or not, but hopefully we don't have any issues here. He might just be waiting. He might not be too. Might just be that he's too far back. He doesn't want to lift off. Yeah, but at this point you gotta lift off, I think. So keep an eye out here. See what happens. Come on, man. Yeah, there we go. He's giving him a bit of a draft there, but that wasn't very helpful, I don't think, in that. Okay, so Kurse is going to be catching up to him as well. Meanwhile, on the back straight here, see what's happening here. Veldman having a look now. Is this going to be enough? It's not enough here as well. So he does keep that position. Oh, Kurse makes another mistake. Yeah, this is really falling apart for him, unfortunately. So this is all to play for here. The battle for the lead and the battle for 4th place. We're going to be keeping an eye on this. I suggest watching the VOD back if you were watching the stream. I'm going to probably, I would say that's probably the best bet. I really apologize for the stream quality. I will do everything in my power next week to make sure this is good. Apparently light cruiser's screen black screen, which is really unfortunate. I apologize on his behalf for that. What a shame, really. He was holding his own there. So let's see. Hopefully the stream is better now. I'm not too certain. I apologize again for all the technical issues. Hopefully next week there will be none. So let's see. Eye out here on this battle for the lead more. Here Hugo does not seem to have the straight line speed that he needs to fight this, but there is a strong fight still going on here. Veldman falling off the back here, so Striker might be in striking position. I'm really not going to be a back on here. Anyways, sorry for the tipsy level puns. I know you're used to that in the in his streams, but unfortunately I take after him. So we have 3 minutes to go here, so probably around 2 more laps of this race. So Hugo is gonna have to make a move now, because it is either now or never, I think, if he wants to win this race. But at the moment, he's just too far back, and it seems as though Zandvoort is showing its characteristics here. A bit impossible to pass, very difficult indeed to do so. So Cholmondeley. They're going to be approaching Costa soon, I think. Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be there in time, so. At the moment, I don't. Yeah, Hugo has not won a race yet, so, or at least in ACC. So he is going to be wanting that win. Meanwhile, in the back here we have a full train here that I forgot about. I apologize. It's Tipsy, Push, Striker, and who's that? I think that's Mackinnon. Yeah. So all four of them bump drafting each other at the moment. So we'll keep an eye out on this. We're gonna go back real quick to see how this is going. Up front, nothing really happening yet. As well as in the fight for the lead. So right now, though, this is a push off the road, and Tipsy and Drunken Crankshaft going wheel to wheel here for P11, and Tipsy does get ahead, claims the racing line, and that is the move done. So we do have an overtake here at Zandvoort, ladies and gentlemen. So epic job from Mr. Tipsy, giving us a show as he promised me. So thank you for that. Bremen has gotten away though, so he has damage though it seems, but he's driving very well at the moment, getting away from that Taurus as well. Kept his nose clean. Coleman as well, Leonard Coleman in the Aston Martin as well, doing well. And of course, as I mentioned, Mr. Vas Kessel has driven just very clean and consistent. Meanwhile, now back up front here, Cholmondeley really just getting a really good exit out of these final corners, and that's what's helping him here, I think.
Right, man.
Okay, we are on the final lap now, so this is all or nothing here for Hugo. So this is it, guys. We are approaching the end of the race. So Cholmondeley now under pressure here. This is it for Haggard. I think this is probably his final attempt at this. He is in a slipstream. Is he going to send it on the brakes? No, he is not, unfortunately. But, or I guess fortunately, because we don't want any accidents. But yeah, Cholmondeley has been putting up a fantastic roadblock, I must say. But yeah, I think Hugo has given up his pursuit of Timo, who is looking on course here to win his third race of the season here and extend his championship lead. So, driven fantastically at the moment, I must say. So, keep an eye out here. Hugo, though, is not giving this up. He is still there. But this is a very difficult track, as I said, to pass on, so it is only a matter of time or he has run out of time here, I mean, unless he absolutely dive bombs the living daylights out of the last corner, which we hope he doesn't do for the sake of safety. But here it is now, out here on the back here, driving a very dominant, or very convincing victory here, driving very fast, very quick, very consistently, comes Timo Brown for the win here for Blitzig Aston Martin, and Hugo will be finishing P2, and that is Milos in P3 from pole position. Unfortunate, but still a strong performance from him. And Cholmondeley here is going to hold on potentially, unless Veldman can force him into an error here on the final run here. Can he do it? Is he going to be able to do it? I don't think he is. If he had one more lap, I think that would have been it. Yeah, so P5 for Haggard, Veldman, Kimi is going to be P6, Bas Kessel with a very good P7, P8 is going to go to Coleman here. Keep an eye out on the back here. Tipsy has caught up to the back of Bremen, so this is still all here. Let's see if he can go towards the final lap here. Let's see if he can, let's see if Bremen can gasly it and keep it ahead. Although I do not think so, because Tipsy, or I think he is, because yeah, he defends the inside there wisely, so well done to them too. Tipsy putting on a good show. Unfortunately for Drunken Crankshaft finishing P11, but still in the points. So everyone who finishes gets a point, I think, here, so that is the end of the race there. So, let's pull up the timetable here. So there you go, there is our final standings here. I am not going to do I'm not going to be doing interviews because it is laggy. So um, that is it for yeah, that is it here for the race in Zandvoort. Unfortunately, we had a lot of technical difficulties with the stream. Was trying to work out some kinks, trying to figure things out. I apologize for that, but thank you for sticking with me, those who did. Um, I really
Green
do
light. Go, go, go.
appreciate it. It was fun to be back in the commentator booth. So next week we will have things sorted out, hopefully. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to EGL. Be sure to follow the stream. Follow for any other events we have. I believe Wednesday is Tier 3 SLR. Thursday Tier 2 SLR, and then Tier 1 is or Tier 4 Friday, and Tier 1 is Saturday. Then Tier 2 and Tier 1 of 2SRL are both Sunday. So thank you again, and I again am It's Triton, and I will see you all hopefully on next Monday. So thank you.